my name is Art Merk, and today I would like to show my personal collection of fly wallets that I'm using in practice. I'm using them already for several years, and the main reason, actually there are two main reasons. One is that I love to have these accessories with me. I love leather, the touch of leather, the feeling of it. And the second one is that I must see how they perform in practice, how they perform in outdoor conditions. Are they comfortable to use? What are the pros and cons of them? Where can I improve? And what should I remain making them? So, as you can see, basically I have 8 fly wallets for different purpose, and I would like to start with this one. This is I would call mega fly wallet. I'm not making a lot of them because it's really big and maybe it's not so comfortable to use by the river, or at least you have to keep it in your backpack. But what I like about it, that it has enormous amount of pins. I think it's 56 pins inside, and as you can see I still have a third part empty. And I use this fly wallet basically, as I said, to keep it in my backpack or just to bring it to the fishing trip. I keep here different style flies, and let's say if you like to tie flies and you have different patterns for different conditions, which you may not be needed in some certain fishing trip, but you never know, and it's like presents the collection of the flies you have. So as I said, it's more as to keep it in your wardrobe or in your suitcase when you go on a fishing trip, and you can show to your friends what you have and what you may need in some certain fishing. Then I have a hook fly wallet where I keep my late season salmon flies tied on hooks. I have actually few of these, but let's say I don't have much space to show here. So here I have the main patterns for autumn or late season fishing or low water fishing conditions. As you can see, I use it in practice, and I must see that how the hardening works. Does the flies get flat? As you can see, they perfectly remained with nice wing. And then the other ones are dedicated for tubes. So basically the main idea and the main strategy I having these fly wallets are the tube fly pouches. I have 3 of them. One I always keep in the backpack, and here I have all the accessories for tubes, all the tippets and leaders I need, and also a spare flies, let's say, just in case if I will need them. The second one I use as a main storage for my tube flies. Let's say I have here lots of sunrays, I have Francis, I can have other type of flies, and let's say I can choose some if, let's say, I will need them in some certain conditions or in some certain trip. So let's say if I ties, let's say, several different flies of each pattern, so I don't need to place it in the fly wallet with pins, where I just place basically 2 flies of each pattern. It's enough for a fishing day. And here's my main storage. Then I have a small tube fly pouch with clear pockets, and this one I use for extra flies for some certain fishing trip or fishing conditions. For example, here I have early season flies, and I still have 2 empty pins here, but let's say if I want to tie 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 flies extra for different color combination, different pattern, so I can place them in this small tube fly pouch, and I can easily carry it with in my wading jacket. When I have tube fly wallets with pins, which are dedicated for some certain patterns of flies. So here I have spread wing modelers and other patterns with deer hair heads as monkers. It can be spread wing modelers and other ones. So I know that this fly wallet is dedicated for that purpose, and I just carry these flies. I don't need many more of them. All the patterns are here what I need, so you know, it's very easy and very comfortable to just to have it in your wardrobe, and then you just take it when you go fishing. Also, I have 2 other tube fly wallets, and this one I can refill with different patterns of flies for some certain conditions. Let's say this one I have prepared for early season salmon fishing, flies with long hair and with, you know, and in larger sizes. So let's say if I go to Norway in June or early July, I keep this fly wallet as my main one, and also I can have a small tube fly pouch where I, let's say, place smaller flies if, let's say, water is low. And same is this one, which I showed you before. Let's say if I have now fishing in early spring or late winter, when the ice goes off a river, so I have a special fly wallet dedicated for this kind of fishing, where I have bright and vivid colors for a bit muddy and colorful water. And also, let's say if I need to go, if I have a trip for let's say middle or late salmon season, I can take these flies off and I can fill them in with smaller tube flies, or I can just have this case, you know, where I have different kind of flies in different sizes, different patterns, and it's so comfortable to use. You know, you can have really good amount of flies inside, and it's all you need in your fishing trip. So basically, to conclude, the strategy can be to use fly wallets by pattern, or to have fly wallets by the how to say, by the fishing season conditions: early season, low water season, late season, and of course main distinction is hook fly wallets and tube fly wallets. I know that some fishermen are using only tube flies, so they just can use these two different models to keep the tube flies in. Some people are fishing only hook fly. Let's say in Iceland, where you use really small flies, 1 or 2 fly wallets like this is more than enough. So thank you for watching, and I hope it helped you to sort out the flies in your collection. Thanks.